1940s.
He's like literally like a T-Rex, man. That's awesome. What's going on, Bam Cody? Welcome to Anything for Reactions, and today I'm going to be reacting to the evolution of Godzilla animated. This is by Tell It Animated. Now, Godzilla is probably one of the most iconic creatures of all time, and I'm just like really excited to see like the different evolutions that Godzilla's went through. But as always, drop a like on the video, smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and let's go and check out the evolution of Godzilla animated. Let's do this.
Since being awoken by atomic
Oh my
bombs,
goodness.
Godzilla has lit up the silver
that's
screen.
amazing.
But his looks seem to be ever-changing, starting with the original. Let's go through his theatrical looks and
Yes.
story. Animated. In his first ever appearance, Godzilla has small arms, thick legs, and dorsal plates down his spine. His
Dang.
pupils are tiny, and he has fangs and pointy ears.
This is
After
so
attacking
awesome.
Japan, he gets disintegrated to bone. A
Oh.
new Godzilla, appears in Godzilla Raids Again. This monster is thinner, with longer arms, a smaller head, and larger pupils. When in close-ups,
So I
his
didn't
teeth
change that
appear to be
much.
jutting out. Sadly, he's buried in ice.
Oh.
But in King Kong vs. Godzilla, he busts free.
So like first he like got disintegrated and now he got like buried under ice. That's really interesting.
Now in color, is more plump, toeless, and has a lizard-like head with yellow eyes, no ears,
Dang.
and no fangs. He faces off against a giant ape, tumbling into the ocean.
Go Godzilla.
Only to be washed ashore in Mothra vs. Godzilla. Now he's slimmer, has a wider head, wide eyes, and smooth,
Wow.
shiny brows. As his rampage continues, he gets covered in silk
Dang.
and again drops
Oh.
into the sea. But in Ghidorah, the three-headed
Oh my
monster,
gosh.
he's back. Now with a slimmer face and longer tongue. From this film on in the original series, Godzilla now defends humanity from more evil monsters. In Invasion of Astro Monster, Godzilla
Wow.
is thinner. His dorsal plates have more
This is so
definition. His
amazing.
claws are dull, and his head is rounder. He shows off his new dance moves before briefly being put under alien mind control. Ibra.
Oh my goodness, aliens. Oh, that's absolutely just so amazing, man. I also dig like how it like wasn't like too many changes. It just feels like it's just like minor changes, like at least so far. So I mean, like this is just so
Horror of the
amazing,
Deep
man. And
gives
these animations
Godzilla
are
less
phenomenal.
angry brows. He battles against a big lobster
A
and narrowly
lobster?
escapes an
What?
exploding island. In the sequel, Godzilla's neck is elongated. He's pudgier, and his dorsal fins are flimsy.
Okay, now I
looking.
feel like we're
his
getting
nose
through,
is
like,
also
more
stubbier,
changes.
and his eyes are bugged out. Oh,
Oh,
and
he
he's
went
now
through a
raising
major
hideous
change.
son. In Destroy All
my
Monsters,
gosh.
he's slimmer, while his face appears more like it did in Astro Monster. He's put under alien mind control again. But once
What?
free of their control, he turns on them. For the next
Oh.
3 sequels, his look remains consistent. In the first, he helps his son face off against a bully. However, this all takes place inside the dreams of a young boy, so moving on.
Wait, so this is like like a dream or something? That's a really interesting like concept, man. So I guess he was like dreaming what his actual life was. That's really interesting. I've got to check out some of these movies, man. They look absolutely just really interesting. Like Godzilla has son. I like did not even know that. It's
Next,
been a
in
while.
Godzilla vs. Hedorah, he opposes a pollution monster, and when curled up like a shrimp, he can now fly backwards.
What?
In Godzilla vs.
No
Gigan,
way.
Godzilla has gained the ability to speak, while his suit, skin, starts ripping during his triumphant battle. He appears slimmer in Godzilla vs.
Gets
Megalon,
effects.
with a shorter neck, soft bright dorsal fins, and a round pig-nosed face. He boasts a long-distance dropkick, but this movie is mostly about a
Oh.
size-changing robot, so let's keep going. In the next 2 films, Godzilla
Wait.
has an angrier expression.
It was about a robot. I feel like I feel like they're like running out of things. So they're like, put a robot in there, put a like an alien in there. So I feel like they're just trying to keep it like fresh. That's what at least I feel like. And they're just trying to find like different concepts for like Godzilla. So that's what I feel like they're doing, which is like totally cool. And it definitely creates like an interesting like movie.
And more detailed muzzle. He uses a magnetic upgrade to protect an ancient god from Mechagodzilla. And
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
sequel, faces him once more. But this
awesome.
timeline, Godzilla is sent to retirement. And 9 years later, a reboot Godzilla appears.
Oh.
This one's taller, has larger dorsal fins,
Definitely
a fourth
taller.
toe, and his fangs and ears make a return.
Oh.
Although his reign is short-lived as he trips into a volcano.
Oh, dang.
Only to explode out in the sequel. He has a smaller head, a more muscular build, larger outer fins, and a cat-like face with a secondary row of teeth.
Oh.
He takes on a giant plant monster. Who
Whoa.
Gets turned into glitter. In Godzilla vs. King
Yo, that plant monster actually looks like pretty terrifying, man. Oh my, go Godzilla, man.
Ghidorah, his original form, the Godzillasaurus, is
What?
taken out of the 1940s and
He's like literally like a T-Rex, man. That's awesome. Like, that is incredible. Like, I was wondering, like, if they're gonna like turn Godzilla into like a T-Rex. That's fun. I never thought this was gonna be a thing, man. That is absolutely just so interesting. Oh
exposed
my
to modern-day
goodness.
radiation, turning him into a taller, muscular, and angrier-looking Godzilla.
Oh.
Fights Mecha King Ghidorah, and then gets dumped into the ocean.
Oh my
In
goodness.
Godzilla vs. Mothra,
This looks so
he's
great.
thinner. His dorsal plates are rearranged, and his neck is more ribbed. His head is flatter, and he has golden eyes. He battles against Mothra and Batra, and once again is plunged into the ocean and locked in by Mothra's magical powers. But somehow, in Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2,
He's crashed
he's
up.
back. He has slimmed down shoulders and slimmer legs.
Wait, did they not give like an explanation of like how he's back? Was he just like, oh, I'm back? Was that like a thing?
He's also raising a blue-toned baby Godzilla. This time he's
What?
defeated when his butt brain is destroyed, but he's easily revitalized just moments later. Godzilla vs.
Hey.
Space Godzilla features the bulkier original with less detailing in the neck and larger eyes, Godzilla Jr., who is taller and chubbier with a greener color scheme, and a large flying blue crystallized Space Godzilla, who gets obliterated. And
Okay, these concepts are getting like really interesting. Wait, so there's a baby blue Godzilla, and oh my, this is so
in this
amazing.
timeline's final film,
Tell it
Godzilla is
animated,
glowing orange,
awesome.
and his son now looks more like a hunched version of his father. When the original
Hey,
Big G has
puberty.
a meltdown, his son absorbs the radiation and turns into the new
Oh.
Godzilla ready for action. But the series would be continually rebooted, dropping him
Yeah.
altogether. The
Oh.
first American Godzilla appears as a large mutated iguana with blue dorsal spines
What?
and a hanging dewlap.
What? Did this really happen, man? Oh my goodness. It's an iguana? Like, what in the... I had no idea about this, man. Like, what in the world? Dude, it's a freaking iguana. Oh my goodness. I have so
This
many
Godzilla
questions
also
right
has
now.
hundreds of tiny raptor-looking offspring. But this happy family
Why?
is easily taken out by basic
I mean, it's
explosives.
interesting.
Back in Japan, in Godzilla 2000, he appears shorter.
Oh, I
with
think I
green,
remember
jagged
this one.
skin, sharp purple spines,
Yeah, I remember
and a
this one.
reptilian-looking face. While he's nearly swallowed
Oh.
whole, he's good to go for the next reboot, Godzilla vs. Megaguirus, in which he's lighter, with a longer neck, and smaller mouth. He defeats a giant flying insect and is then sent into a black hole. In giant monsters all-out attack, Godzilla is formed by the ghosts of vengeful World War II victims. He has smooth
Yep.
charcoal-colored skin,
Yep.
white dorsal fins,
Now we're getting into like more of them. Like, I remember like the earlier ones, I'm like, I feel like I knew some of them just from like seeing them like passing by and stuff like that. But like, I feel like now I'm like, yeah, I feel like I need to go back and like watch all the like old Godzillas now, because I mean, they definitely have me intrigued with like all the interesting concepts. They're like so interesting, and like they're amazing, man. I mean, it's definitely telling of the time. But I think we're getting into like the stuff that I know a little bit about, like I've just seen. But yeah, like this is amazing. Like, I had no idea like about the iguana stuff. Like, oh, that was really interesting. But man, tell it animated again. The animations are just so brilliant, and it's just so amazing.
and a hunched neck. His face is less lizard-like, with pure white eyes and no ears. But this Godzilla is mutilated by a drill missile, leaving only his beating heart behind. The following reboot, Godzilla against
What?
Mechagodzilla, re-adds the
Dang.
jagged design elements and introduces a more wolf-like face. In
Oh.
the climax, he's blasted by a beam, adding a visible scar to his chest for the sequel, Tokyo SOS, in which he's covered in silk and again flown into the bottom of the sea. Godzilla Final Wars features a taller, smoother, and more slender Godzilla, with longer ears and red eyes. This Godzilla fights
dang.
against a multitude of creatures, including an upright standing 98 Zilla.
Wait, so that's the Godzilla from like that was like a lizard and everything. Hey, bringing them back. I really dig it. So it's like the two Godzillas like facing off against each other. I dig that. That's
And
pretty
he
cool.
and his hideous son head back to the ocean. In
His
Shin
hideous
Godzilla,
son,
he's
that's
first
awesome.
shown as a light-colored and armless creature, but quickly evolves, growing tiny arms
Ugh.
and becoming more
What?
red with bloody accents.
Ew.
His massive main form is darker with a much longer tail that has a little face on the end. His
Maybe
jaw
I
can
don't
unhinge
remember
and
this.
split apart, and he has a variety of handy new skills. He can also apparently reproduce human hybrids from
Okay, this Godzilla's a little freaky, man. I feel like this is like the OP like Godzilla. Like you're playing like a boss in like a game, and this is like the like super boss like he can't get over. I feel like this is like this one, like the stereotypical like insane boss, because he has like all the bells and whistles for sure.
His tail tip, but he's given a freezing agent, ceasing his evolution. The
What?
anime
Is that
trilogy
a thing?
depicts a muscular, rounded Godzilla with a tree bark-like texture. 19,000 years later, he sports beard-like spikes and grows to his largest on-screen size, easily allowing him to become the ruler of Earth. Meanwhile, back in 2014, a plump American Godzilla appears. This titan has jagged dorsal plates, wide elephant-like feet, and noticeable gills. He comes out of hiding to stop two hideous star-crossed lovers.
Wait, what?
Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Was that like a predator from like Alien vs? Was that a what? That's interesting.
He's taller and beefier.
This is
His lower half looks
amazing.
less stubby. His tail tip is more blunt, and his dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later, he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look and power.
What? That's amazing, man. Like that fire look. Let's go back and see that, because that looked actually pretty amazing, man. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. I have to go back and see that.
Dorsal fins are less sharp and artfully glowing. Later, he's given extra radiation, and after ashes rain down on him, he gets a fiery new look.
That is so fun. I mean, just the look at that. That looks so incredible, man. Oh my, I'm gonna have to go back and watch all these movies, because I thought I knew some of them, but I feel like I don't. Like, it's been a while since I've seen like a Godzilla movie, like the recent ones I've seen, but like I feel like I haven't seen like all of like these Godzillas, which they definitely have me intrigued, and I'm like, I need to brush up on my Godzilla, because I absolutely I love like Godzilla as like a character and like a creature and all that, and it's something that we all know, but I feel like I just haven't like seen all these iterations of Godzilla, which I mean is definitely interesting. I think I've seen like a classic one or something like that, but I feel like as far as like all the Godzillas, I need to go back and watch them, because all these concepts just sound so unique and so interesting and just like sound like so amazing. So I'm just really gonna have to go back out and check these, because this just looks so amazing, especially like this Godzilla with like the fire and the ashes on him. Like, this looks so phenomenal, man.
And power upgrade, helping him to retain his kingly crown. Thank you for watching,
Gotta love Burger
liking,
King.
and subscribing. And as always, thank you to the patrons for supporting the channel. If you'd like to see more kaiju evolutions like King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, or King Kong,
yes,
comment down
King
below.
Kong. That was just so amazing, man. I mean, I just absolutely love that. I mean, like seeing like all the different like Godzillas, like all the different versions of Godzilla, I think that was just absolutely just so amazing. And the animations, tell it animated, that was just so fantastic. Like telling about all the different Godzillas in like this animated form, all the animations were just like so detailed and just so amazing, which I just absolutely loved. And like seeing all these Godzillas, like I had no idea about like almost like all of these, but I mean, like I know a little bit about Godzilla, but I feel like after watching this, I've got to go back and watch the movies, because I mean, these definitely look like really interesting and really unique and just like super amazing. And like all these different versions, like I feel like they got more unique as they went on, and like they were like, okay, what can we do now? I feel like, oh, let's add aliens, let's add like lizards, let's add like all these like different creatures, which I definitely thought was like really interesting. And like this was just so amazing. And like I mean, it definitely looks like an amazing, all these movies like look like really amazing, and I feel like there'd be like some nostalgia with them, which I just absolutely love. And I just really like want to go back and like see like some of the effects and stuff. Like I feel like that would be like super amazing. And telling anime, this is just absolutely just so fantastic. Like all the animations were just so incredible, so well detailed, and just like telling about each like Godzilla, each iteration, each evolution. I think that was absolutely amazing. And seeing how these did evolve from where we got to from now, I think that is absolutely just so amazing and so phenomenal. This was just so incredible. What do you guys think about the evolution of Godzilla animated? Let me know in the comment section down. We'll also click that bell to turn notifications. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. As always, guys, I'll catch you in the next reaction video.